Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Welcome to the Brass Ass Podcast. I am your host, Suitcase Ace, and I got a good one here for you today. It's on the high maintenance players and the delusional high maintenance parents. And I'm going to get right into it right now and give you an idea what I'm talking about. You know, the coach of today is not only the person directing the bench, right, and the team, but he's also the psychologist of the new age, or that high maintenance player or delusional parent. And I know the coaches out there that are listening today to the Brass Ass just had a little bit of a chuckle, right, themselves. I'm telling you, because we're all cut from the same cloth. The coaches do not like, I'm going to tell you right now, do not like to deal with the high maintenance player. They don't. In general, that kind of player is seen as a straight up pain in the ass. And unless he or she is critical to the success of the team, there are no coaches who want that kind of player on their team. High maintenance does not mean, okay, I want to get this straight. It does not mean, the coach doesn't want the player who asks for direction or for extra individual attention to become the better player. Because these are good, trademarks for all players to have. It's good to ask questions, okay? I want to let you know it's good to ask questions of what you need to do to improve as a player and earn more ice time. It's good to be, it's good for the player to communicate with all coaches, as a matter of fact. What coaches see as high maintenance is, the player that sulks, or complains about ice time without, asking what he or she needs to improve. If the player who thinks they also think they're the player who thinks they're better than their teammates, these delusional high maintenance players, right? It's the ego-minded player who thinks they deserve better without having to work for it. And this type of player, right? And you know what? You might even be that player. The high maintenance player is the one who mumbles when he or she is corrected, or rolls their eyes. It's the player who breaks their stick in a tantrum over his or her own stupidity on the ice. It's the player who always asks about me or I, and never asks about we, or us, or the team. It's the player always looking for the greener pastures, and not realizing that the pasture that he or she is currently in is pretty darn green. If only they open their eyes. You know what? It's the player when the coach tries to correct you. Let's say during a game, after a shift, you come onto the bench. That player doesn't look the coach in the eye because they're looking into the stands for their mommy or daddy, right? To save them from some constructive criticism. These high maintenance players usually come with the high maintenance delusional parents, right? It's usually a package deal, right? We all know who they are too, and everyone knows who they are. These high maintenance parents, I'm telling you, you only see that their son or daughter is the best, that they should be on a better team, right? And they always have the excuse that that the coach, the team, or the entire organization is the problem. Someone has always screwed these high maintenance players, right? And the delusional parents, and screwed them over in tryouts, or because some parent paid for a spot on the team that their son or daughter should have been on. Come on, you know what I'm talking about here. Yes, it's always the excuse, and truly never really understanding how things work. You know, I'm telling you, you know what I'm talking about here. And you know what? Years ago, players did what they were told, and they learned, and they progressed and developed as hockey players, and also as they went on to be as a young man and a young woman, because it's life skills. Okay, they prepared in a way to help the team, and they knew that they would get their shot when they were ready. Today, some parents and some players are in too much of a hurry. That's a big problem. They're always in a hurry. Yes, instant satisfaction is wanted, and that's what you call that. Or entitlement. It's something. Something's not going, running really well between their ears. They've got a problem. And they're all over the place, trust me. You know what? Development is always rushed, with these high maintenance people. And some people just do not prepare properly. What the high maintenance player and parents forget is that development style has never and will never change. When it's time for opportunity, it will be given to you. When you have earned it, trust me, it will be much sweeter when the success eventually comes your way, because you earned it. And it's no different in life, because you just can't walk into a bank and take out $10,000 without first earning it. The complaining and the excuse making will not make anything happen for you more quickly. If anything, what it's going to do, it will keep you from becoming the player you could be. High maintenance is not a phrase you want to describe who you are. No, because no coaches want to hear about high maintenance players, right? And the same thing is, no one wants a high maintenance truck or car or motorcycle because it costs too much to keep up. And it's no different with the high maintenance player, folks, I'm telling you, or the complete delusional high maintenance parent. There you have it, folks. Man, I'm telling you, it's a hot topic. And you know what? They're all over the place. And remember, there's someone out there that wants to listen to what you just listened to. So what you got to do, after you listen, you got to share. And don't forget, our Brass Ass podcast is on Spotify, amongst many other platforms. Or you could Google the Brass Ass podcast, and you go deep into the brass ass. Yes, I am your host, Suitcase Ace, and you have just listened to the rest of the story.